If you're like me, you think braving the elements means scraping the ice off your car's windshield in the morning. Well, meet Rick and Janine Haley, two avid hikers who feel right at home exploring some of the tallest, coldest, and most beautiful places on Earth.
It seems to be something that just got instilled in my spirit. I love wildlife, I love being in the woods, whether it's here tramping through the woods in the leaves in the fall, or whether it's in Colorado or somewhere in the mountains and hiking up above high country in the tundra.
Ever since we've met, we were into hiking. In fact, we were hiking when Rick proposed to me over 30 years ago. So it's something that we've both enjoyed doing. I think one of the things I really enjoy is you can go places that you couldn't get to any other way.
Some people reflect on it and say like it's being on top of the world, which I guess in some senses it is.
The hiking, it's a freedom because you can pick your trail and you can hike as fast or as slow as you want. You can stop for lunch. It's a wonderful way to spend time with somebody you care about.
Their hunt for great trails and beautiful sights led them to Colorado, but their trip didn't go exactly as planned.
We had been out in Colorado for, I guess this was the fifth day, I believe. And we had been snowshoeing, which is basically it's hiking in the snow.
Well, we were just about tired out because we'd been on the trail for a while, and we decided to go up around one more bend and then turn around and head back to the car.
I was in front of Janine, I guess maybe 25, 30 yards, and I just moving along, and with the fresh snow, it was hard to see anything underneath, and I hit a spot that had just happened to be 4 or 5 inches of solid ice.
Basically, his skis went out from under him and he landed on his hip. And when I went up to him, he immediately says, "I think I broke my hip."
We got out our emergency gear because we always have that with us. We had our packs on and everything, so we got out the emergency warm blankets.
As he feared, Rick had fractured the femoral neck in his hip. After surgery, he spent 6 weeks unable to do much of anything, followed by 12 weeks of physical therapy. Almost 5 months after the accident, Rick's doctors approved him for more strenuous exercise, which led him to the Renaud Spirit Center.
When I first came to the Spirit Center, I really couldn't do much of anything. And the doctor and the physical therapist, when they basically turned me loose, so to speak, they told me that I could start riding a bike, I could get in the swimming pool, and they gave me 4 or 5 different exercises to execute in the swimming pool. And so the very first thing I did at the center was to ride the recumbent bike.
Those recumbent bike rides soon became something more. As he built up his strength, he traded his crutches in for a cane. A single lap around the track turned into 2 and then 4. As his abilities progressed, he added new machines and kept his workouts fresh. The RSC's pool was also vital to his recovery. The resistance of the water helped build strength, and the buoyancy helped protect his still healing hip. Today, he still works out regularly at the RSC. He's tossed the cane and takes occasional 2-mile hikes through the woods behind his home. And throughout all of this, Rick has known exactly where these workouts are leading him.
There's a peak in Pagosa Springs, Colorado, called Pagosa Peak, and it's 12,500 feet, and it's about a 2.5-mile hike to the top and about 1,800 feet elevation climb. And I've got that in mind that I'm shooting for, and I guess if you want to say training for. That's what I want to try to accomplish by next August.
Rick and Janine are currently building a house in Colorado about a half a mile from where he broke his hip. If you're near Pagosa's Peak next summer, you might run into them trekking their way through the countryside. While his accident could have been life-threatening, Rick never lost his positive outlook on life.
My situation in my mind, was definitely an inconvenient medical injury that I was going to recover from. There are a lot of people out there that have injuries that they don't recover from, and so I would just recommend to people to look at things and keep them in perspective, and continue to shoot for your goal of recovery.
You've seen Rick working towards his goals. Now it's your turn. Be your own success story at the Renaud Spirit Center.